when you know it's going to be a good night, you start putting your blue tack on the wrong side of the cap. It goes on this side. This side. Enjoy, KT. Be safe. Enjoy. I hope you educate and learn all of the fun things. Ba ba da 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 ba da ba da ba da 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 da. All right, we have choices what we want to work on tonight. So I have this orangutan. The color orange is slamming on the back of my head right now and saying, "You need to paint orange." Catra is going to be a lot right now, apparently. As you can tell, it's post Zoom time. I need to move this down. And I need to turn that back on the vertical side. I forgot to turn it back on. Blah! Colors. Yay, colors acquired. All right. We're doing orange today. That's what we're doing today. We're going to do some orange. Dobby, dobby. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Everybody be aware. Catra's going to zoom. We're in full zoomy mode. Ba-da-da-da-da. All right, so I want Mars orange for sure because I like Mars orange. Want some orange because I like orange. And then we're going to do some Shana skin tone. Oh, goody, we're dropping frames. Just a smidge. If it continues, I will turn off other things. I forgot my water cup. Son of a biscuit. Ah. I need brooches. We're going to go with our monument number 4. We're going to go with this guy right here. And we might want this one. Should be all we need tonight. Mm-hmm. All right. Needs bass tone. That's where we're going to start. I'm going to start with a little bit of bass toning. Bum, ba-dum, bum. I'm definitely going to need a red. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-ba. Mm-hmm. What's up? What? What do you mean, wow? What? Hmm? Man, Crazy Canadian Jay, Lady Roses aren't around to see that. How is that comfortable? Oh, thank you, Spotify, for being the time that you need to be weird. Bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum. Ba-da, bum, bum, bum. Bum. Okay. Goodbye. Be safe, my love. Hmm. As I start to lay down the colors on this guy, I'm like, do we do we go a little steampunky with the tubes and stuff that's all about? Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na. Meow, meow, meow. want a red. That's a little too strong. Try again, sir. We try again. That's a little bit more like I wanted it. The first time. Bum, bum. Oh, I need to send a message. I forgot. Send a message later. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. What's up? What's up? Good evening, Blitz. How are you? How's the most amazing gentleman ever, Cooper? Tired but good. Yay! It is Sunday, so you are allowed to be tired on a Sunday. He's tuckered out too. Did you take him to the park? And she's off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get her to tucker herself out, but given the fact of how she napped today, I doubt that's going to be a reality soon. We're going to see if something has treats in it. Here you go. We're going to see if the treat puzzle works for a little bit tonight. She did not get all the treats out of it from last night, so I will let her continue to work. Yep, she's currently struggling, and that's okay. I'm going to put him to the side for a second. We're going to get this guy. Hey, nerd. Let's get out of there. One place I don't want you to be. Hey, what's up, Make? How you doing, Make UK Painting? I'm kidding. How you doing, Mark? How fares your evening? I mean, it could be plantains. Could be fried plantains. Oh, early start at 5:30 in the morning's never fun. I have my normal start tomorrow. Need to get up and log into work and do all that crap again. And then check in with the bridge engineer and see what they did or didn't do. Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I remember you talking about it. I remember you talking about it. We learned a bit of the Queen's English, the proper English. A rollaway trash can, or we say we're ordering a dumpster, which I need to make that call too, but first problems first. Pay for the bat removal first, and then we'll deal with the rest. What's up? What? Ah. So I don't know if you have access to it over there in the pond, but here in the US, they started doing roll contractor trash bags. So essentially, they're big green bags that we can place and have them come and pick stuff up and essentially dump it that way. Boom, boom. In other news, I got all my entries primed. So I get to start painting on that stuff, and we're going to have serotonin chasing here soon. 1 second. Ah, that's what I was thinking of when you said that. Was something like that. But it makes sense. You're in a highly urbanized area. The smaller ones would work better. Are they a skip as well? First ad break in 20 minutes. $12 feet long. Oh my. Mm. Water is so tasty. Sorry. That's actually a pretty long dumpster to be swinging off an arm like that. So the one that I linked is about the size of an American driveway, which is a 2 car drive. At least 2 cars in your driveway. So that'd be close to 16 ish. Mm. Come on, friend. Let's get some paint in between those areas that you don't want to be getting paint in between. Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Ah, roll on, roll off skips. Okay. Hold on, I need to organize something. There we go. That's better. I want to make sure I can see my phone just in case I get a message or a text message from a neighbor. Oh. No, I'm just making sure she doesn't have to do with something weird doesn't happen. So, what's the last bit of the story that I told? I told was that the daughter drove over and's taking care of the dog now. Was the last I said. Essentially, they want to keep her in the ER for a couple of days, or they want to keep her in the hospital and have her admitted for a couple of days while she goes through whatever she's going through. I don't know what she's going through. She's a bit of an odd duck. to that point, it's okay. So let me tell the full story really quick. Friday night or Friday, I got a text message in the afternoon asking if I can go check after her dog because my neighbor has to go to the ER. She's going to the ER because she says she's sick. For the record, I've seen her walk this dog twice a day. Up until the point where she said she's sick. I was like, okay, whatever. Just let me know. I'll take care of the dog because you help me when I need the cat taken care of, so I have to help her. Wouldn't be neighborly of me if I did. So she's like, I'm really scared and I'm really just concerned. I'm like, okay, don't worry about the dog. I got the dog taken care of. So she's like, they want to keep me for a couple of days. I really want to get out in a day. Okay. I doubt that's going to happen, but sure. We can believe. So Friday, I go over and check on the dog twice. Dog refuses to eat in my presence and refuses to use the bathroom. Runs outside, sees me, and it's like, oh, excuse me, human being, let me hang out with you. Like, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. So I finally get the dog corralled back in the cage. And she goes, oh, don't worry about it. My daughter's going to come over and look after the dog while I'm out. She might have to go back to work at some point, to be quite honest with you. She's a vet tech in a different part of the town. So she drives from wherever she's at, which is a couple hours away. Which, by the way, I don't know who's taking care of her dog. Because she didn't bring her dog. She just brought herself. I haven't seen her dog. So I haven't had to be on dog duty since that Friday evening, but I'm still checking to make sure because, you know, I am many things, but an asshole to dogs is not one of them. Or animals for that matter. So I'm just concerned and making sure that I can still see my phone in case I get a text message. For a little bit, since the cat has decided to not bother me for a while. But in good news, Mark, I've got all of my stuff primed and ready to go for competition painting. So we will be mixing them in as the serotonin requires. Labor Day weekend. The the week before it. So September or something. Last week in August, essentially. So it's about 2.5 months. Yeah. That's so I have quite a bit on my list to do. But the thing is that I need to make sure I can hop projects and work on different pieces of them. So Friday and Saturdays might be dedicated to competition work and futzing through it all on that side. Still do the fun Fridays and futzing and the cleaning up and getting things ready. Heyo, Lado! How you doing, sweetie? Good evening, Smithereen. Before you have to run off to work, I asked my date to go to the gym the other day. They never showed up. That's when I knew it wouldn't work out. Oh.
Thank you, Jasadafaces, coming in with the awesome.
Oh, snickety snackety! We've got the Jasta faces. Thank you for that follow, Yap. How you doing, Jace? How was your stream? I poked in several times. Here and there. How was your last run of Marvel? Did you win, son? What were you doing on your models? It seemed complicated. The couple of times I was checked in on your stream, it was just simple. It looked like you were handling it pretty well. Aside from, people sassing you. Welcome in, Raiders. I am Painty Paint Paints. I goof off when I paint. Tonight is Cutie Patootie Sunday. We paint cute things on this day because we can. It's fun and enjoyable. Right now we're working on the orange orangutan from Steamforged Games Animal Adventures Away. I also have the... Oh, sorry, Jace. Give me 1 second. There you go. Sorry. I have Nightbot set to aggression. It's just poor little old me in here these days, so I have Layden that comes around and helps, but sometimes it's not always the case. Oh, naughty, naughty, naughty boy. You know better. So we're painting the orange orangutan from Animal Adventures from Steamforged Games. And then I'm also working on this little bat from Reaper Miniatures. That was a Halloween promo. Yes, it's a fruit bat sitting on top of a pumpkin eating candy corn. Get over it. Candy corn is evil. I could treat it like fruit and could be eating fruit. But, I kind of like the idea of him eating candy corn. Bum. Also, Layden, I've got the Archer primed. She should start be making an appearance either Friday or Saturday, depending on where the serotonin wants to take me. Yep. I've got a sheet of paper all ready for her to write out my colors and start planning out what I'm going to be doing with her. Was doing a lot of chatting with Copilot today, talking with it, trying to see what I wanted to do for color selections. So, there you go. Should be a darker brown. I also got I got all my entries ready and framed. Oh, thank you, Layden. That reminds me, I need to fix that call out. I changed it. Oh, it worked. I need to do a. I need to look at stream elements and figure out how to do a combined command. We have an ad starting here, and I'm going to put the paintbrush down for a few minutes. Jace, you give us all kinds of support and love, so therefore we are going to give you the same. Aw, welcome back, Blades. On cooldown still. Rawr. No. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back, Blades. It should actually be off of a proper cowl. There we go. It was on cooldown still. Work it, girl. Work it. By the way, how did your steak and corn turn out last night? I didn't get to hear an update on it. I saw you dominating in marbles, though, so I assumed it was pretty good. I mean, work it, girl. Get what you get. Get that Joe Rogan alpha brain from that steak. Tomorrow I got to make 2 small picanhas, so we will have steak tomorrow with green beans. I have a lot of green beans in this house that I need to eat up. Let him dry for a little bit. Switch back to this guy. I made myself some pork chops tonight, so I have 2 more to eat up through the week. Om nom 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 nom. Yeah. I really do regret not buying ice cream this weekend, though, at the grocery store. I looked at it and I should have bought some. I did not. But I have those little Dove chocolates, dark chocolate ones, so that will have to do for a while. You have a good one, Jace. Thank you for that raid. Sleep well. Sleep well, my Capitant. If you're about tomorrow, I will stop by and sass. Bum 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 bum. I don't like candy corn. But that's what I think this guy's holding, so that's what we're gonna paint it as. Zoom in just a little bit. Bum, bum, bum. I have to like something really quick. Hold on. No man, man. How are you doing? I'm grooving, man. I'm grooving. I have my um I got that color orange going tonight. So we're working on this little brown fruit rat. Blah 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 blah. I see you and I lose all my words. Now only if Miar was here and I could be swept off my feet. Alas, they are not. Words, man, they're challenging sometimes. So we're working on this little fruit bat. It's sitting on top of a pumpkin. It was a Reaper Miniatures Halloween special. Or it was a Halloween promo pack. Every year they tend to do a Halloween um, themed something. Kitty is currently chilled out. She was literally spasm running and doing the zoomy thing right before stream started. So that was a lot of fun. She kind of wants to hang out somewhere else. So I'm gonna let her. You enjoy your coffee. Ooh, doggy. Ooh, doggy. That's impressive. Got your water. You've got to put your water in bean water. Anti fatigue, Matt. Wherever would I be without one of these? Ah, got my water cup right here. I figured as much. So we're kind of doing a serotonin hop between this guy and this guy. Oh, it's like that awkward meme that pops up every so often where people are like, "Oh, uh, what is it?" The waiter says, "Have a great day," and you go, or "Welcome in." And you're like, "Yeah, thanks, you too." So this morning, I called my mother when I went for my morning constitution or walk, I should say. Constitution could be poop too. Um, enjoy your meal. Yeah, you too. Everybody just kind of like looks at each other and you go, "Oops." It was not from the toilet. It was from the walk. It was from my walk. I was on a walk. I called her on the walk this morning. Wished her happy Mother's Day. Mom's like, "Oh, thanks. I'll see you in a couple of, we'll see you in a couple of weeks because we're coming down to see you." I'm like, "Okay, thanks, whatever." Um, my dad calls me later and goes, "Don't forget to call your mom and tell her happy Mother's Day." I woke from a nap. I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't calling her again. I already called her once. F that crap." Also, I have a fear of taking technology into the bathroom with me because I watched the joke from Michael's in The Office where he accidentally dropped like everything in the toilet. And has now become a new irrational fear of mine. I mean, it happens. It's just one of those things that you're like, oh, okay. stupid toucans in the wrong spot. Wow. Why are we banning LO? What's wrong with that, Abula? It's okay. Also, Layden, I got a new one for you for Mark UK Painting. If you're still about. Well, you can call him Mark Cuck Painting. Okay. It's the word piss. Give me a second. Give me a second, no mana. Nightbot. Nightbot. Dashboard. Regulars. New regular. There you go. You should be good now, no mana. I added you to the regular list. You have passed that amount of. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-na-ba-da-na. There's a funny story like that with Bob and Tom. It was an American story where he was talking about dropping the phone, and one of the like the third member of the show that nobody really cared for, but he was a vital piece of it. He eventually goes, "So is that why you're always so pissy when you're on the phone?" I know. Oh, I know. I remember the early 90s phones, and you just look at everything, you're like, well, and it hasn't gotten any better. But at least the old Nokias and them, you could like fix them a little bit easier and like pull them apart and clean them out and have a little less stress with them. But mm-hmm. Front panel would pop off, the old Nokias. Someone's like, yeah, I want to make it indestructible. Here's this Nokia whatever phone. I forget the name of it. Uh, or the someone's like, oh yeah, I found my old Nokia. Yeah. and they like live with like this rose-colored glasses. It's like, yeah, it still had 5% charge today. I'm like, no, it didn't. That thing was terrible with batteries after a while because that nickel platinum battery, if you never let it die all the way, essentially it clipped its recycling charge so fast it wasn't even funny. I have kept the same home screen photo, God, for I don't know how long. I've never actually changed it. I found two. I found a bunch of Star Wars ones at one point that I used. So I've just kept it up that way. Yeah, that's essentially how I've kept mine for so many years. Is that they just keeps getting cloned to the newer stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's like I should change that. I don't really care. Don't really care anymore. So the last time I cloned my current phone that I have right now, so I'd went out to a site and I was doing photos for a proposal and taking photos for stuff. Uh, oh, trust me and technology don't always get along all the time either. It's just sometimes it seems to like me more than others. The interesting parts of it was that so the guy's like, "Oh, you've been here for like an hour." I'm like, "Yeah, it's been stuck cloning because I'm on your crappy ass Wi-Fi trying to clone my phone from one phone to another one at the store Wi-Fi. I really wish you guys would just let me take it home and bring it back." I understand why you can't. It just drives me up the walls. Oh yeah. Cardinal, I hold on, Smithereen. Let's roll that one back just a smidge. Garden hoses and an assortment of other inanimate objects. But yeah. Oh, I've done that before too. dropped a hose on the ground because I was, washing a car. And the next thing you know, it's spraying me in the face. I'm like, really? So I had a hose reel and I ended up tossing it up the um I ended up breaking it and tossing it, and that's one of the things I need to get collected by the rubbish man. To be okay. Okay, hold on. One sec. Let me take a sip of water for this one. To be fair, I feel that every hose reel that has ever been made in the history of hose reels has said we're a hose reel that works exceptionally well. Until you buy it and you take it home and then you put your hose on it, and all of a sudden, none of it works at all. Wait a second. Be safe, Mark. Enjoy your rubbish collection. Don't hurt your back. Don't do anything stupid. Please and thank you. I hope everybody had a lovely Mother's Day and they got to spend time with their mom in some capacity or another, if that's so allowable. Or if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. I don't know if that's your jam. Um, I'm not looking forward to the coming days when it comes to weather change. So we had all the storms roll in and it like cooled off. but I can feel the humidity rising, and it's going to be rather warm, and it's going to start getting rather warm again. I talked to my mom a little bit, and we're going to go check out the Ren Fair when they're coming to town. Which means I can acquire the catnip that I've been pondering getting my cat for a while now. Ugh. No, thank you. Well, I say that, but 20C is what? Um, I have to find the conversion for it. Oh, 70? Man, I'd love 70 degrees. Pop the window down, cruising at 70 miles an hour or 100 kilometers an hour. Get some ZZ Top blasting. Man, that's a good day right there. That's a good old day right there. Right. What was current weather today? The current weather today was 62 degrees. Tomorrow will be 75 for a high with thunderstorms. And then by the time the weekend rolls around, we'll be mid 80s with our lows in the 70s. Back to having rain on the weekend again. That's one of the reasons why I'm not worried about having my window open right now is that um, the it's not going to trigger the AC too much. I mean, she will try to close them when she's trying to jump on something or pounce. So, by the end of the month, I fully expect us to be in the 90s again. And that's with 100% humidity. It's more like I see a squirrel, I'm going to try to jump on it. Oh, stretch. Oh. Bum, bum, bum. You just woke up. You just woke up. Wine is not coffee. I know people want it to be, but it is not. Okay. You do you, boo. You do you, boo. Yeah, yeah. I need to get my hands squared away here a little bit. I need my magnifying glass for this one. Hmm. Massive food comas, man. What'd you have that caused such a great food coma? So I did buy more buns. Um, and if I get tired of the pork chops, I can always pull out some of my 4 ounce patties that I have frozen in the fridge or freezer. And I can have me some smash burgers on demand. Oh, what? I mean, so the meat market I go to, I usually buy 5 pound when they have chuck on sale or sirloin or they're selling like ground brisket. I usually buy the 5 pound break point with it because they make really great burgers. And I'll freeze up 4 ounce patties of it or 4 ounce balls. And then when it's time for the, summer or I'm hungry and I want like cheeseburgers, instead of having to reheat cheeseburger, I just make fresh cheeseburger. Get the Blackstone and the flat top up and running. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um, the reason why I'll do the 5 pound break break points and freeze it's because I I don't have an issue eating frozen stuff or stuff that's been frozen. It's just buying stuff with preservatives in it. I don't really want. But buying, standard chuck or something like that is fine. All right. I'm gonna push snooze on the second ad, and we're gonna throw up closing time. Uh, so I'm just gonna throw that up for now. We got about another 10 minutes. Uh, I made a lot more progress on him than I thought I was going to. 5,000. Um, if I didn't have to work, so my parents are coming into town at the end of the month, and I'm gonna have a couple of days off. But they leave on like a Tuesday, so I might do a long stream when they leave because I still took off that day. I'm curious about something though. What's up? I'm definitely gonna need a long stream after they leave. A long paint jam. They'll be in for Memorial Day weekend. It's fine. I don't really care. It's just time I'm taking away from other things. So I'll be doing like off time hobby, but still be doing a hobby thing because I got to keep that hobby streak going. I must replace Dana Howe and their magnificent goals. Yeah, I have a spare bed, so they'll be down. I need to talk to my neighbor and see what his plan is for fencing. Let's see what we have put together for it. That's impressive. Hmm. Where do we go raid? That's the question. That's the question I'm pondering in the back of my head right now. Oh, spare ribs are tasty. I do enjoy them. That's the other thing is that when they come down, I need to figure out what I want to cook. Probably cook up some ribs for sure one night. And then oh, I have taken my sweet time about ribs many a times, no manna. It is very much a thing that when I take my time about them, people tell small tales of them. Um, when I do mine, I might switch up and go 2-3-1 and see how that works out for me. 2 hours of pure smoke, 3 hours wrapped with butter and honey and seasonings and hot sauces before I slather in some barbecue sauce at the end. And let tack up on the smoker. Yeah. But when you cook for yourself, it's so much tastier. That's why I can never stop. Okay. I need to figure out who we're going to go raid really quick. A 5 for refresh. Probably going to be Monster Den. Simply because he's got the viewers. Rosarius usually ends around the same time I do, so I don't want to raid you guys into somebody and then they raid you right into somebody else. So we're going to hit Monster Den. All right, we're going to hit the start raid button. No mana. Thank you for being here. Be safe. And I look forward to chatting with you again in the future. Be safe. Enjoy your cheeseburger when you get it. It shall be the greatest quest of them all. Be safe. Enjoy. And everybody have a great time.